It's being called one of the fastest growing franchise, and it's getting 2 thumbs up from business owners. The business is called Cartridge World, and here's how it works. Cleaning up, remanufacturing, and refilling the toner is all it takes for old printer cartridges to become new again. This trash into treasure business is turning out to be profitable for franchise owners and a penny-wise product for customers. Thank you.
It's a significant cost savings for the consumer, approximately almost 40 to 50%, and B, environmentally friendly, saves a massive amount of waste in the landfills.
The payoff for the environment is priceless. A laser cartridge takes 450 years to decompose in a landfill. 8 cartridges are thrown away per second in the U.S. It takes a gallon of oil to produce 1 new laser cartridge. That aside, what one business owner appreciates is the door-to-door service.
They just come right out here, inside, out they go, and they deliver the same way.
In Paul Butler's words, his insurance agency goes through tons of printer ink, which drove him to give Cartridge World a try.
A lot of people said, if you change to this, your quality is going to go down. We have not had a loss in our quality. Our blacks are still a good sound black. We do a lot of black on white copy, so it works very well.
Canon and HP, which sell printer cartridges, are a couple of Goliath companies Cartridge World is up against. But by recycling those products, Cartridge World hopes to beat the current cartridge strategy.
The way the current industry is set up right now is they pretty much give away printer cartridges, and they make all their money on they give away the printers, and they make all their money on the printer cartridges. So what we're doing is coming in and taking out that by cutting out, essentially half of the cost.
Well, as I mentioned, Cartridge World is one of the fastest growing franchises right now. It started in southern Australia back in 1991, but the first Cartridge World opened its doors in the United States in 2003. And Chris Gallagher, the store owner who you just saw in the piece, joins us now. Good to see you again.
How are you, Angie?
Well, tell us, what has been your experience? What were your startup costs with this?
Well, I was most attracted to Cartridge World because it was a relatively low upfront investment, around $180,000. And after 7 months in operation, the store was already profitable.
$180,000 was your initial cost, and what's been your benefit so far?
The benefit so far is simply we get a business that is a proven, solid business model. And then it's a question of just being a good operator, being very sales, and obviously very operations focused.
Now, you've been in business for 7 months now. You're already thinking about opening your second store. Is that true?
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the I worked for various software companies throughout my career, and then when I entered the franchise world, I was attracted because the Small Business Administration is much more apt to giving business loans to franchises than if I was to start my own. So we now got our second business loan, and we're going to be opening our second location, which is only 1.5 miles away from our first in the next 3 months.
What have been some of the obstacles or pitfalls that people need to look out for? Because obviously you've been through this experience.
With respect to starting the business, a pitfall, number one, is being undercapitalized. When you're writing your business plan, you need to obviously not only have the upfront funding as well as the working capital. And there's been a number of different businesses that I've been familiar with where they just simply stretch themselves too thin with the initial cash flow.
Is there anything you're going to do differently this next time then when you're opening up your second store?
No, I think we did our homework. Whenever you're looking to buy a new business, the more people you talk to, the better before you take that plunge. So our numbers have been within 10% as far as the build-out cost and the ongoing monthly costs as well as sales. So the more questions that you ask, the better off you'll be when you're 6 months, 7 months down the road.
And we certainly thank you for your time this morning. Best of luck to you, Chris Gallagher.
Good speaking with you, Andrew.